Welcome to our Valentine's Day Hero stream. Thanks for waiting, everybody. Sorry about the delay in getting started, some technical difficulty. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. I don't know if we're going to have any Harlequin romance in our hero's adventure today. I guess we'll find out. Let's see, where were we? Oh yeah, things were quite terrible. I think I had blocked it out of my memory, but indeed things were quite grim for our crew last time we checked in on them. I believe we were attempting to create the cage or the power cell for our siege engine. It had a Ghostbusters moment, and it was, how do you say, hey, thanks for joining. It's haunted, the ghosts exploded, and then I tried everything I could to fend them off, and everything was failing in succession, and from what I remember, taking like a fair amount of damage. Not as bad as I remember, but still pretty gnarly. Let's see. We have an extra perk. Maybe we can lean on that if we spend it now. I mean, we could try and novice diplomat. Clockwork precision could be good. Let's try and fix the what was it called? The chassis, right? Okay, so let's try and use this new Clockwork Precision Feat perk that we've got to realign the chassis to discourage the spirits. There we go. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see if we can have some better luck this week. Minimal effect is better than failure. I'll take that. Ophelia employs her clockwork precision with a deft touch, her fingers swiftly adjusting with the cogs and gears within the automaton's metal chassis. She aligns them into patterns that she hopes will disrupt the phantom's ethereal forms. Good. While the spirit seems briefly disoriented by the realigned chassis. Like, that is at a proper right angle. Never mind. Back to haunting. Their assaults persist relentlessly. Calypso slashes at a shade, his sword passing through its corporeal body, leaving its being undeterred. Eldon the erudite chants an incantation weaving a protective barrier, while Brinjar swings his wrench with determination, landing a solid hit on the phantom that recoils with a wail, and one phantom lunges toward Ophelia with icy tendrils, but narrowly misses as she ducks away from its chilling grasp. Okay, got some gadget experience. We tried using Crystal Harmony last time, but like it misunderstood that we gave the crystal to our automaton friend. That was going to be good. Okay. Sometimes custom perks don't appear when a character levels up in multiplayer. Okay, interesting. So maybe if one is not selected. Okay, I'll make a note of that one. Let's take a screenshot so we don't forget. Thank you. That's good. Good feedback. Novice Chameleon. Okay, here was my plan. Novice Chameleon to appear as one of the spirits in order to communicate with them and say, hey there, boo. Why are we bothering these nice people? It's worth a shot. I mean, I saw 48 health. the damage isn't as bad as I thought. I think the psychological danger felt real last time because I failed so many times in a row. Okay. Oh no, there's my failure. I shouldn't have said that word. Okay, okay. Um, Ophelia invokes her novice chameleon perk, her posture and movements syncing with the phantoms. It's like the thriller music video, but the deception isn't perfect. The spirits immediately sense her life essence. Oh, they can tell. Should have hid my life essence somehow. Betraying her mimicry, a ghastly shriek pierces the air as the phantoms turn their full attention to her. Now doubly enraged by her attempts at trickery, took some heavy damage that time. I gotta do a wellness check on this whole party. Calypso jumps in, using his body as a shield, Dwarven Protector, Dad mode, to intercept a vengeful spirit targeting Ophelia. As he grapples with a formless foe, Brinjar rages his wrench, charges at a phantom, and Eldon the Erudite swiftly mutters an incantation, reinforcing the barrier around them, hoping to hold the tide of the spiraling chaos at bay. Wow. Okay. So the danger isn't totally imagined. Losing 15 health in total is a lot for one turn. Okay, let's do a check here. Calypso is looking pretty rough, 33. Eldon is the healthiest. Maybe he will be our next actor. Let me just make sure I'm not. Yeah, there we go. Just go to scroll now, and yeah, and Ophelia, 53. Okay, Eldon, just by the numbers, I think you're up. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you want to do like a bit of a Baldur's Gate classic single player but multi-character party, that's why the drop down is there for sure. Or if you want to share it with someone nearby and be like, hey, you take this character action, I'll do this one. I'm being greedy and being all the characters in this case for sure. Okay, Eldon the Erudite. What is he good at? What does he got? Do we have any perks? Can we spend? No perks to spend, but we can see if there's something. Okay, so we got Whisper of the Wild. Hear the unsettling silence, deep understanding, trees shake. Okay, so we could try and flee with Whisper of the Wild. We could Novice Diplomat, which isn't working so good well. Shadow's Whisper, Gentle Trot. Eldon, unfortunately, is weak in the fact that he has very unfocused or too similar skills. Nice. Pokemon Party. Epic. Oh, wait, we know all about those with the Terraballs. I'm a part of that meme thread. Big fan. Okay. Let's see. What can we do? Use puppy eyes to appeal to the specters. Long lost human morality. Just hit him with the cute eyes. Don't you remember what it was like to be alive? Okay, just an outright failure. They are far beyond the reach of empathy, moral persuasion, continuing their relentless assault. Okay, other direction. I'm gonna use. Oh wait, what does Feybound Compass do? No. What have we got in the inventory? I mean, let's like repair the damaged chassis, but rework it partially to include giant spiritual hamster wheels to contain the specters as fuel for our engine. I think this is going to fail, but I'm tired of polite actions. We've got to get wacky. The polite ones are failing anyway, so. All right. I was biting off more than I could chew. Okay, I can't make spiritual hamster wheels. It was worth a shot. We could try and defeat them all. Do we have a count? No, there's numerous phantoms. That means it's bad. Okay. Da, 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 da. How do we defeat? I don't want to run because we're working so hard on the siege engine. Let's see. What kind of other abilities does Ophelia have? Okay. Search for some clue to deal with these ghosts of the siege engine's past. I'm not even sure where the ghosts came from. I guess it would be good to understand that. I need a bard to be working on the Ghostbusters theme song right now. Ophelia, amidst the whirling spectral chaos, closes her eyes to reach through her memories. She recalls a tale of the Spirit Forge, a mythical facility where ancient artisans turned spiritual energy into both weapons and art. Okay. What is the strategy? Oh, harmonious chimes. Okay, so we've got to find items. Clang, no, okay. Clang junkyard metal that might resonate with a chime, like sound. Simple action. Ophelia frantically searches the ground, hoping to find a discarded piece of metal. No suitable item presents itself. What? Getting stonewalled at every turn. I think the tool set could be chime worthy. Alchemy set. Okay. Forge starter is not ready yet. What does Ophelia got? I think we had forge starter as well. Okay, let's try and make some then. Use forge starter to create a forge upon which to create spirit chimes of calming. Okay. Ophelia summons temporary forge, deep focus, resonant set of chimes. Spirit Forge Revival. Okay, this could be good. Calypso exploits this moment, slashing. Uh, uh, Assist Ophelia and help tend the Spirit Forge to make even more effective chimes. This is getting kind of cool. Our junkyard maker space is so rock and roll that we need chimes to ward it off the evil spirits. Show us your memory. Oh, do you mean like the total game state? I think that's fine to share. Um, we can find a spot to share that if you want to try and branch off the adventure. Perhaps we could put that into the hero state channel in Discord. But it doesn't have like a classic memory field in the way that current AI Dungeon has, right? So like a state will look like this kind of thing. So it's a fairly complex JSON object, and there's history and messages and stats and things like that. So you really need to take some time to compartmentalize the different pieces of it and how they form the adventure. Then you can't just chain the text together, but it's not quite as linear as like here's the memory field and this is what it knows. Yeah, it gets quite complicated, and the memory itself are actually embeddings, so they're numeric pointers to like references of pieces of knowledge that it looks up on the fly. So it's a bit harder to prompt engineer only. There's like a mix of things you need to consider when working with it, but it is very fun to toil and tinker on at the same time. Lots of buttons. Uh, okay, so we don't have the equipment to make more chimes. We'll just strike them, I guess. Maybe we just hit it like a bell. Yeah, editing tools would be welcome, I think. I think everyone would use those for sure. Okay. So, yeah, for sure. I don't see any reason why not. It's kind of a group effort anyway. Yeah, I'll make sure to take a snapshot of the JSON object and we'll add it to the Discord sharing channel because I think there's a specific one. And ideal party size, that's a good question. I find it's good to work with a few. You can definitely have a lot, but it's hard to keep track of them right now in terms of like making sure you're using them all effectively and really benefiting from like their place in the story. Like it becomes a little bit, for me anyways, at the moment, too micromanagey to have to switch and think who has what item, who has what perspective, who has what skill, what would be like a fun person to use at the moment. So it kind of helps just keep a smaller rotation of people. And it helps me to have a theme for this one as well, like to have like makers and forgers that are all have like some kind of common goal in mind. It's kind of cheating because I'm splitting one character vision into three characters that are all working together to achieve it. But that's more of a convenience thing. But I mean, really, it's sort of like up to your experience and experimentation for sure. There's no true rules about it. Okay, strike the chimes. We have to find another way. Oh, maybe Ophelia has to try and sound the chimes again. All right, we'll try that again. Maybe that's something to follow up there in the UI where I think Ophelia was getting, or Calypso rather, was getting Ophelia's quick actions. We have to see if those are specific enough when you change characters. It'd be cool to have like a different set per character. Okay, so Ophelia rapidly scans the surrounding chaos for anything that could mimic the effect of spirit chimes. Her gaze locks onto a heap of discarded metal, a twisting array of scraps that could potentially catch the ethereal wind. She rushes over, deftly selecting pieces of that let off a clear tone when struck together, and the phantoms, engaged with Eldon's protective spells and Brynjar's aggressive defense, momentarily waver in their assault, their attention piqued by the sudden clanging. She strikes the metallic scraps one against the other, and a cacophony of resonant chimes fill the air. The eerie melody seems to weave through the spectral hosts, causing their pauses in their movements as if entranced or confused. Calypso seizes the moment of disarray to move among the spirits, his blade singing through the air to meet the closest phantom. Okay, so the spirits begin to quiver, less certain in their aggression. Just then, in an unexpected turn, the red glowing automaton steps forward, its chassis humming with energy. It lifts an arm, and the workshop's scattered metal pieces rise, orbiting the automaton as it amplifies Ophelia's improvised chimes, creating a symphony nestled between planes, the harmonic fortress against the spectral tide. Whoa, I feel like we just hired a new author. Okay, let's continue the story. I have nothing to add, no notes. Okay, so the red glowing automaton, acting as a conductor of spectral forces, centers the battlefield. Its whirring metal chorus now stands as an oral barrier between the living and the dead. This is so cool. The phantoms hesitate, though, their ethereal forms waning under the relentless ringing. Utilizing that distraction, Calypso takes another bold step forward, raising the sword high, striking with precision as the nearest phantom, its form dissipating like mist under the morning sun. And Eldon, witnessing the automaton's unexpected aid, joins in with strong incantations, seeking to strengthen their allies' effect. Brynjar, recognizing the opportunity, rallies his courage and charges at a spirit that had drifted too close to Ophelia, and with a mighty swing of his wrench, he shatters its gnashing maw into nothingness. The air fills with the scent of scorched ozone as a phantom after phantom is either repelled by sound or undone by the group's fierce retaliation. The phantoms, once aggressive, now flutter and flit about, struggling to maintain their cohesion within the harmonious stronghold. The sight brings a flicker of hope, but the battle is not over yet. As the parties focus upon the immediate threat, dark clouds begin to gather overhead. Lightning forks through the sky without the promise of rain, and from these ominous clouds descends a figure exuding an aura of malevolence. Okay, is this a boss battle? Who is going to help us here? Okay, what do we have? Fleeting moment. Um, I'm confused. Well, Eldon was diplomatic, right? Use novice diplomat to ask this new figure to lead or to start a rock band with us. Hey, you seem malevolent. How about rock music? Uh-oh, critical failure. I should have seen that coming. With the music you bring from the high heavens, Eldon says as he steps forward confidently, employing his novice diplomat perk with a sincere and warm tone. Might you consider laying down your wrath to join us in harmonious creation? He proposes amidst the lightning. The creature, or the figure, halts its descent, peering down with crimson eyes and dark amusement. With a low, chilling laugh, it declines Eldon's offer with a simple gesture, summoning a tempest of spectral minions to surge towards the party. No, it's going so well. Okay. The Calypso grits his teeth, lunges at the nearest spirit, driven to protect his friends, and Ophelia, with quick thinking, commands the automaton to brace for the onslaught. Its red glow intensifying against the coming storm, Brinjar stands with his allies, wrench in hand, to repel the new wave of phantoms as they clash against the metallic symphony. Okay, we've got to kill the boss battle person for sure. What can we use to gain an edge? Tempting to put the riding saddle on the automaton, definitely. Okay, Calypso's turn to shine, maybe? What do we have in the inventory? We have the buckler, we have the starlight saplings, we've got a whole bunch of broken stuff. I feel like one of us was really low health. Was it Ophelia? 53. Calypso 33. Might want to drink a potion there. Oh wow, almost out of stamina as well on Calypso. Interesting that only Calypso is losing stamina. Wonder if that's something to look forward to. Okay. I think we want to attack this person. They seem threatening. So you Shadow Whisper to pickpocket the new figure. What can we find in their pockets? Is they won't join our band, so we'll take their stuff. These are the rules of engagement with evil villain creatures. Ooh, failed again. What's the consequence? Eldon the Erudite slips into the shadows, utilizing Shadow's Whisper. Get taken out by a phantom. Calypso scores a hit. Eldon tore his shirt. No. His drip game is no longer as strong as it once was. I don't know how Calypso is losing stamina. I mean, what do we have here? We have okay, so pickpocketing failed. I feel like Calypso might need to drink the stamina potion. I'm a bit nervous that it's so low on the stats there. That's something that it might be good to have a quick bar for, or at least just like a standard resource potion icon. Click the thing to solve the thing. Okay, so I drink the stamina potion. Seems fine. I'm starting to regain my strength. Yikes. Eldon struggles to control his bleeding. I tried to de-escalate the situation, but this is not working. Cast a healing spell upon himself. Ophelia, the automaton continue their assault, bombarding the phantoms with energy and arcane blast. Bridger stands firm. Okay. Continue to use energy and arcane blasts. I feel like Ophelia needs to like team up with the phantom somehow. Use gadget tickering to enhance the automaton and keep it defending the group. Maybe if the intentions are a little bit less broad, I have a better chance of succeeding. I think Spirit Forge Revival should be the band name if we can work it out with this villain, though. Okay, engineering's leveling up. Rummaging through the toolkit, skilled hands. Automaton's movements become more fluid, more aggressive. Wait, does the automaton have the resonant crystal? Maybe there's something we can do with that. Oh, we do have some spirit chimes of calming after all. Let's get some flavor text on those. Right? Ripped clothes, blood. I don't know if anyone played what is it called? Brutal Legend? That's what I'm imagining right now. Is that kind of that kind of landscape? Kind of everything is the heavy metal version of itself. The spirits chime of calming exude a gentle resonance. Right, okay. I'm not alone. Their surface shimmering with mithril glow, forged from the rare essences harnessed by Ophelia's forge starters. These chimes hold a serene power, pacifying the restless phantoms with their otherworldly toll. Calypso slashes. Okay. Use the spirit chimes to intone the melody to the Ghostbusters theme song. Amidst the cacophony of battle, Ophelia reaches for the spirit chimes, their metallic clinks harmonizing into a melody. With a tactile smile, she starts to intone the tune familiar in spirit, yet unique to this realm, reminiscent of what might be called the Ghostbusters theme song in another universe. The spectral assailants falter momentarily as if confused by this curious symphony, providing her companions a brief respite. Calypso swiftly exploits the opening. He's always just like waiting for a moment and attacking. Eldon seizes the chance to fortify their protective spells, while Brinjar's next swing finds its mark with devastating effect. The malevolent figure observes the fray. It's outlined by lightning and haunting spirit chimes. Meanwhile, an automaton steps forward, its gears whirring in sync with Ophelia's chimes, charging forward towards the phantom with metal fists raised. Yes! All right. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Something, we need more phantom synergy. I definitely think there's a main character stamina issue because Calypso, even when I'm not taking an action, is getting way more stamina gone than usual. I'm going to capture that. Seems like a thing. Let's see. Use clockwork precision to supercharge the mana crystal inside the automaton. Let's try that. No, but the automaton has the mana crystal. That's not what I meant. I feel like we lost the mana crystal entirely because these NPCs don't have inventory. Darn it all. Okay, try again. Okay, let's undo that because that was kind of like an unfair state issue. No cheating or anything, but that I think we failed the actual test. So use clockwork precision to augment the automaton. Maybe for less specific seems safer for sure. Okay. Giving it like an oil change in the middle of the battle. Formula One. Yeah, check it out. Every time Calypso is losing 8 stamina, no matter what, it feels like. Gotta check on that. Take another screenshot. Okay, so Ophelia darts quickly towards the automaton. Nice, nice, nice. Uh, okay, in Atom, 1 second, I need Google to back me up on this one. We can use debugging to disable this villain. Okay, Winter Soldier activation words. I just need a short list of words. Okay, great. Let's see, without being prompted. In automatonish, I whisper to the automaton. Let's try. It's an implicit superhero activation keyword. I know you have latent death machine capabilities. You just have to bring them out. Okay, yes. In, oh no, we lost it. Let's see if I can get that back, sorry. One moment. Cliffhanger. Get back to heroes. And we'll share our screen. Nice, we're back. Oh no, we lost the action. Okay, we'll try again. Do we still have the, yeah, okay. So sorry about that. Like a macro close window. In automatonish, gently whisper these words to the automaton. Let's try again. You got too excited. Close the window with a gesture trigger. This is gonna be good though. I feel like. Yeah, okay, sweet. In the heat of battle, Ophelia leans in close to the automaton. She speaks softly but clearly in automatonish, uttering an unusual string of words. Longing, rusted, furnace, daybreak, 17, benign, 9, homecoming, 1, freight car. The automaton momentarily ceases its combative maneuvers and seems to register the words, its glowing eyes flickering with what could be akin to recognition or perhaps confusion. For a moment, the din of clashing metal and eldritch screeches feels distant as the Ophelia waits to see if her incantation has any effect, and faint glimmers of light begin to dance across the automaton's metallic surface as though something within has been stirred or awakened. Yes. We have a winter soldier harvest robot. The eyes of the automaton shine brighter, a silent acknowledgement with whatever change Ophelia evoked. Now in motion, the supernatural entities assaulting the junkyard continue their fierce assault, unfazed by the sun. In Atomish uh, order, deliver the order, soldier, destroy. As the automaton's eyes, oh, great success! Oh, What a joy. Okay. As the automaton's eyes intensely glow, Ophelia commands in automatonish, "Soldier, destroy," and the machine responds with an immediate surge of activity. It lunges to the nearest spirit with astonishing speed, its arms morphing into spectral blades. Yes, we've got that metal arm theme from the Winter Soldier. We picked it up through the ethereal form with precision. Calypso swings his sword, of course, because if there's an open moment, uh, once I can gather more screenshots for my bug theory. Okay. With an open moment, Calypso swings his sword, cleaving through another phantom, while Brinjar parries a wayward swipe from the spirit's incorporeal claw. The mysterious figure is still shrouded in the chaotic energy of the scrapyard, watches intently, gradually stepping back as if reassessing the situation. Spirits may falter under the relentless assault, but the figure makes a subtle gesture, and fresh phantoms emerge to join from the shadows with the fray. Okay, we need music now. Uh, this seems like a heavy metal concert, so I just start hitting things in a percussive way to add to the din. Okay, we're going somewhere. We've got to win a soldier. We've got a clear album cover over the top backdrop. We have a villain. We've got a drummer. Calypso channels his frustration into action amidst the cacophony of battle cries and the supernatural eeriness of the spirit's wails. He finds a rhythm within the chaos, and he strikes the nearest phantom with the flat of his blade. A resounding clang marking the impact, then he pivots, using the hilt of his sword to pound against a scrap piece of metal, sending a clear note ringing out into the night. The consistent beat pulsates through the battlefield, acting as both a taunt and a challenge, blending the harmonies created by Ophelia's chimes. And the screeching of the phantoms seems that the spirits are momentarily confused by this new determined tempo. It's a sound they never expected to hear, and they're adding it to their regular playlist. Suddenly, an unexpected roar breaks through the din, starts to mimic the sound with its own mechanical clang, slamming against the other scrap metal hungrily. Eldon Erudite glances at Calypso with a look of bewilderment, back on his spells, while Brinjar smirks, finding a rhythm. Yes. Okay. We just need some lyrics now. 1 second. BRB with lyrics. Okay, I'm in a battle scene. I'd like to convince the other characters to start a band called, this isn't cheating, it's using the tools available, using a band called Spirit Forge Revival. Write some lyrics that are compelling based on the recent events. The second our song is being cooked. All right, we've got verse 1. That's enough. That's enough. Eldon, you're up. You gotta sing this for us. Okay, Eldon the Erudite. In a haunting voice that would make Enya proud, I start to sing. And yeah, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Start to sing. All right, it's gonna be harder with limited input, but we'll see if we can get the song in here. I've been playing another offline adventure um, in which the circle of life from the Lion King was a finishing move. So I think the power of song might be a cheap bit of a life hack in Heroes right now. Okay, so Eldon the Erudite, in a haunting voice that would make Enya proud, starts to sing. In the heart of the scrapyard, under the moon's cold, Calypso swung his sword, setting the phantoms ablaze. And as the eerie melody of Eldon's incantation winds its way through the scrapyard, a hush falls over the battlefield. Yeah, it's like a cheat code. The dissonance of metal and shades gives its way to a reverence, and Eldon's haunting voice resonates deep. And his lyrics do not craft flames or call forth specters, instead embolden the hearts of his companions. And Calypso's swordplay takes Calypso, no matter what's happening, is just smashing stuff with his sword. Diplomacy, he's hitting stuff with a sword. Dinner, he's hitting stuff with a sword. A nearby phantom, bewildered by the serenade, hesitates, and in that moment, the red glowing automaton terminates its mechanical mimicry as though connected to Eldon's lyrical magic, charges towards the distracted spirit with a newfound ferocity, poised to cut. The chorus takes hold of the scrapyard. The battle cry of iron and echo breathes life into their stand against the darkness. Okay, verse 2. Gonna follow up. Okay, let's get the chorus. I continue. Eldon the Erudite's voice carries with the authority of a seasoned storyteller. The verse is weaving an aura of resilience around the embattled group. His rallying cry swells as he continues. We are the spirit forged revival born from the fire. Striking back at the darkness, our spirits never retire. With every clash and every spell, our legacy we write. Together in chaos we. No, you're supposed to complete this song. His words falter as the unexpected happens. A spectral entity, unlike any they have faced before, swoops down from the shadowed sky. Spirit is clad in armor, and even more bossy boss of twisted scrap and pulsating eldritch light, beckoning more phantoms to join the tumultuous dance of battle. As Eldon gazes at this commanding phantom, Calypso, Ophelia, and Brinjar exchange wary glances, recognizing their escalation in the midst. They stand shoulder to shoulder as the resonance of Eldon's unfinished verse lingers in the air, a sign not to surrender, but an unspoken promise of unity against the encroaching terror. This is their band formation story. The red glowing automaton whirls into action, its limb whirring with purpose. Ophelia regards it for a moment, assessing its readiness to contend with a new threat. And she grips her arcane implements and prepares to invest her focus into whatever strategy might tip the scales. Okay, maybe we can get like Ophelia doing backup vocals. Okay. Ophelia continues the song and so here Hardtail. Okay, got another verse in there. The companions are standing strong. It always helps when more people sing. Your tools and toys won't save you from the grasp of oblivion that awaits. Calypso's voice hardens as Ophelia's joins. Brinjar twists. An imperious turn, the phantoms converge. As this chilling scene unfolds, the red glowing automaton steps forward, red light emanating from its core, raises itself to stand with Ophelia in its hour of need. The battle seems to pause for a breath. Okay. The spectral commander has appeared, rallying the phantoms into an organized formation, escalating the threat. Well, I don't think we'll be able to convince them to join our crew, although that would be ideal. Okay, so let's just do like we all chant. We need more lyrics in the song. We'll confuse it. It wants drama, but we'll respond with music. You won't know what to do. Commanding Phantom. Its armor sounds cool though. I wonder if we can defeat the boss and loot the Phantom armor. Okay, so Ophelia raised her voice above the clash of metal and the howl of phantoms, her voice ringing out clear. Calypso, Eldon, Bridjar, and the red glowing automaton join in. The automaton head can speak? Oh, I guess it can in automatonish. Their voices merging into a chant that resonates with the scrapyard, vibrant and defiant. We are the spirit forged revile, our names carved in the night, they proclaim. Forming an unbreakable bond through their unified call. So far, only the old bugs appear. What are like the most gnarly bugs? Like if you had to give me a top three that are bothering play in the moment. In the face of endless shadows, we'll keep reading while we wait on that. Curious about the top three. We stand and fight. They continue their chant, growing louder as it seems to imbue them with an inner light. Glowing fiercely against the dark, their special commander hesitates, and ethereal minions faltering unexpected show of unity. They're impressed by our state of mind. Our music, our battle, a symphony of might they finish with unwavering courage. This ensemble of determination disrupts the haunting atmosphere. The commanding phantom presses its soldiers forward, intent on breaking their spirit. With the last word of the chant, as it echoes, a sudden rush of energy surges through the party, and the automaton's glow intensifies with a pulsating beat like a heart of steel. It charges towards the nearest phantom, its form a blur of red light in motion, and the specters brace for the automaton's impact, ready to be swept up in a maelstrom of fury and violence. Uh, what are we gonna do? I feel like we're getting down to our last couple of actions. To make them good. Ophelia got Special Mechanics Muse. Okay. So Crystal Harmony. That was good when we had a crystal, but it's broken now. Infuse the automaton maybe. Since it's like in mid-attack mode. That makes sense. Hey. Ophelia steps forward, her focus intense as she calls upon the spectral mechanics muse. She reaches out with her energy, and the red, glowing automaton begins to resonate with arcane power. Its movements growing more precise, carving a dance of destruction through the phantoms. The special commander, seeing this boost in their foe, unleashes a dark wave of energy towards Ophelia. Calypso with the sword again, clashing against the ethereal form, while Eldon mutters a counterspell, dampening the force of their attacks. Okay, that was pretty good. Use Crystal Harmony to. I feel like that didn't work so well. Use Crystal Harmony. No, I think it might be Calypso now. I feel bad. Calypso is always just with his sword, but he doesn't have any really great stuff going on. I don't think that frontal assault is going to be good for this villain with Eldon. Oh yeah, I think you know, slow and steady in the streaming situation. We'll keep having fun no matter what, and it helps us understand what people find interesting about heroes in the meantime. It's all good. We are entertained whether we're 3 people or 300. But what do we do? I am stuck. I think we need to do something like, okay, let's try it like speak through the automaton to the specters. Okay, no, actually, let's use fledgling historian to speak to the specters, um, deigning them to join our band. The Spirit Forge revival. Nice. Here we go. How can I get access to heroes? Great question. So there's no official way to get access through membership right now, but we're doing kind of like an invite only rotation for now, and that will expand as things get further along. So keep an eye out for news on that regard, and definitely participating in the Discord and showing up increases the footprint of being on the list and in the conversation of getting early access. So we'll keep that open with information as soon as we have it, for sure. Ophelia calls upon their fledgling knowledge of history and the deeper nature of these spirits. They have no care. The special commander, untouched by diplomacy, raises its hand. Quickly interposes a shimmering shield. Okay. Cut the crap, Spectral Commander. I challenge you to a rock off. If we win, you join our band. If you win, we submit. Oh, thanks for staying up late in that case. And yeah, we'll be wrapping up pretty shortly. If anything, I'm just kidding. I'm getting carried away. As Ophelia's voice. Oh no. Okay, critical failure. Echoes through the scrapyard. The special commander is met with a momentary silence that seems to slow time itself. The air shatters with a cacophony of dissonant laughter. I think there's been a cacophony like every 3 actions. Their mirth shaking the very ground. The spectral commander inclines its ghostly helm toward her, and with a twisted sneer. It unleashes a torrential wave of darkness upon the party. Oh, I guess it's their response. Eldon manages a swift spell to partially shield from the group. Oh, wow. Okay, everyone took like 10 damage. I see. Grinjar grapples with the phantom and pummels it with his wrench, and Calypso thrusts his blade into another. And the automaton, caught off guard by a sudden onslaught, staggers but regains his footing, ready to continue the battle alongside its blood. And flesh and blood allies. Okay, last action. I've got an idea. Pretend that I think the figure accepted our challenge. Treat their response as their first verse. Seem overly enthused that they've agreed agreed and rally our crew to volley music back at them. This will set us up for a battle of the bands in 2 weeks. Final action, coordinate battle of the bands, whether they like it or not. Okay. Amidst the swirling turmoil, Ophelia clutches her heart in feigned awe, her eyes sparkling with mischievous glee. She turns to Eldon and Brinjar and Calypso, gesturing grandly as if the special command had just performed the opening act of their rock-off. What a chilling verse, Commander, she exclaimed jubilantly. This is exactly what I was going for. Your darkness is like the deepest bass vibrating the soul, yet the melody of our determination will answer your shadowy serenade. And with that, she draws from her inner well of courage, encouraging her companions. Eldon, Brinjar, Calypso, let's show this ghastly maestro the harmony of the living. Our next move must be decisive and vibrant, nothing less than a symphony of valor. And Calypso nods firmly, catching on to Ophelia's ruse. His blade becomes an extension of his will. He's like, of course, I understand the mission. Music. Holds out the sword. And this time with even more resolve, and Eldon starts to weave words of an ancient incantation, their rhythm set to an unseen tempo, while Brinjar tightens his grip on the wrench, ready to let it dance in defense once more, and the automaton's gears whir in anticipation, lighting arcs between its joints and as it readies itself to match the special theatrics with its mechanical might. Spirit Forge Revival will continue in 2 weeks. I think that's a good place to pause. Well, we're not dead, so I think that's a pretty good outcome. It was looking pretty bleak and took a lot of damage, but I am digging the theme that's coming out of this. It's very cinematic. Thanks for dropping in, everybody that did. seems like a good chapter closer for sure. Catch you all in 2 weeks, hopefully, and yeah, thanks for playing heroes with us. Bye for now.